What's up, YouTube? This is your big brother, King Jabez. Back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on IG at the King Jabez. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, I do offer consultations. Whatever you decide to do will be greatly appreciated. Let's do some work. I'm excited about this message. I got a good one for you today. We're going to kick off 2025 with a bang. You hear me? Today's video, or tonight by the time you hear this, is entitled Attractive Outcasts Must Go Through These 7 Doors. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.5, all 7 of these. Yeah, all 7. I'm going to break down some ancient knowledge today. We'll look at some insight from the Testament of Joseph. This extra canonical book. That's what they would refer to this as. A lot of wisdom, and I'm going to really break this down for you today. So I want you all to sit down. This could be a long one. It's nighttime. Get you a cup of tea, get you a snack. Listen to this whole video. Listen to the end. You need all this. Don't listen to about 5 minutes, because I know some of you get impatient. That's a problem with this new era. Be patient. That's one of the points too, by the way. I'm already telling you the points. You got to be patient. So sit down. Discipline yourself to receive the whole word. Don't listen to half of it and then tap out on me. You feel me? Some of y'all be doing it. You can tell y'all be listening about 10 minutes. You heard enough. No, you didn't. You did not hear enough. Listen to the whole message, gang. This is going to bless you. So I want you, as an attractive outcast, to walk through all 7 of these doors. And when you do this, it's going to bring blessings your way, breakthrough. I just tell you, you're going to have such a powerful life. And that's what Joseph had. Now, this is what we're talking about today. We're talking about, Joseph was a heavy hitter. A person who worked hand in hand with the Egyptian Pharaoh as a Hebrew. So he was a very powerful man. So he is someone we should look to and say, okay, if he did this, then I'm going to do it. That's what I think. Okay, I'm like, man, my boy Joseph did this. I need to do all this. So I'm going to break it down, give you some wisdom. And I want you to receive this for what it is a word in season for right now, 2025. The same one you need to hear tomorrow or next year, you need to hear this one now. This is one to kick off this year. This is a January message. And I know some of you, the new year doesn't begin in January, whatever. Okay, if you want to begin in April, I'm iffy about that too. To keep it all the way stacked with you, I'm iffy about that too. Low key, big bro don't know about that either. January being the beginning of the year. That really don't make sense. I get it. I'm with you on that one. We're not going to argue about that. You feel me? But based on the country we live in and the way things run in this world, the world we live in, we're kicking it off like this in January 2025. With a word for you that's going to give you some insight. It's going to bless you. So I want you to sit down and do everything I tell you to do. No. Not you should in this message. Not everything I tell you to do, but everything I tell you to do in today's message will be helpful for you and give you a life that you can look forward to. Okay, so the first of these 7 doors, and probably most important, chastity. If you want to experience wealth, abundance, a good life, blessings, influence, you have to have self-control in the area of your personal life. This will give you an angelic glow. Right, for those who have been following my content, I did a video about a year ago, how it gives you an aura, right? When you are a pure man, a pure woman, this will make you a magnet, literally, not just for the opposite sex, but for blessings, open doors. People want to be around you, and it's pretty simple why. They want to be around you because you are manifesting what we all want, and what is that? Life, okay? When you save money, you accumulate riches. When you keep yourself pure in the area of your personal life, you accumulate life. And that's going to draw people to you because you have a presence, a joy, just people like your energy. And this is one of the doors you must go through in 2025. Number 2, fasting. I would not be who I am today without fasting. I wouldn't have got through certain doors in my life without this second one. Fasting brings blessings into your life. It's good for you physically. When you fast, you boost your human growth hormones. You release toxins from your body. you have more energy. Your mind is sharper. You're happier. So fasting is a discipline. It is a door that the chosen must go through in 2025. Let me read something from me to you, from the Testament of Joseph. This is an extra canonical book. I'm sure you'll get a blessing out of this like I did. Listen to this. This really made me feel good when I read this. This is Joseph says, I wept and prayed unto the Lord, and I fasted in those 7 years, and I appeared to the Egyptians as one living delicately. For they that fast for God's sake receive beauty of face. So it will give you a glow. You see, when you are a person who is chaste, I know some of you don't like this. When you are someone who fasts, this gives you what I've been talking about in many videos. Ready for this word of the day? Presence. You have an aura that makes people like you. It's like, man, something divine about you. There's something about you that makes me feel good. And according to the Testament of Joseph, it gives you beauty of face. Ladies, this is going to give you, especially if you're already pretty anyway, it's going to make you look better. Guys who are handsome, you're going to look even more handsome. Why? Being pure and fasting, you just have this presence. And that's what Joseph had. Joseph was placed over all of Egypt. You hear me? This is what we're talking about. We're talking about my boy Joseph. So because he was chaste and fasting, and number 3, the third door, you ready for this one? Patience. Great things come when you are not impatient, when you are patient, right? When you can endure a trial. Oh, I know you don't like this part. You ain't liking this issue. I'm liking this. We can go through a hard time and come out stronger. You hear me? I'm getting fired up now. That's what patience is. Let me talk to you. Stop crying. Oh, no, I know you, man. Stop all that crying. Every time a trial comes, that's how you get stronger. Embrace that. Straighten your back up. Huh? Let yourself get stronger. Feel that experience. That's how you're going to write that song you've been wanting to write. That's how you're going to come up with that idea, by going through stuff. I would be nothing if it wasn't for what I went through. You hear me? I don't call myself big bro and I ain't just playing with y'all. I've been through some stuff. And that patience, being able to just hang in there. See, this one, I'm hanging in there right now. I'm hanging in there when it don't make sense. I'm hanging in there when I'm going through a hard time. I'm hanging in there when they treat me bad at work. I'm talking to you now. I'm hanging in there when the relationship doesn't work out. You just keep on keeping on. And that patience is a door that leads to fame, that leads to wealth, that leads to blessings. You understand me? You're not going nowhere impatient. Let's get that straight right now. If you can't go through nothing, you're not going nowhere. You hear me? If you want to go somewhere in life and be blessed like Joseph was, you, sir, ma'am, have to learn how to go through something. You got to hang in there. And listen, this is the problem with social media. Everything won't come in 1 or 2 years. Some blessings take time. It took Joseph, what did he say, 7 years. It takes some time, gang. Everything won't come overnight. That's the problem with TikTok and with YouTube and with social media. We think everything's going to happen overnight. That's not how it works. I tell y'all all the time, I was doing stuff for years before I even got online. I didn't just get online and just thought I'm just teaching people something. I've been teaching folks. Come on, I got history, gang. You see, we got to grow over time. We have to stop expecting everything to happen overnight. That is not how life works. So without going to a long spiel about that, you and I have to be patient. And when we do that, blessings come out there. All right, here's a fourth one, a fourth door. Prayer. Much prayer. Come on, you know where I'm going with this. Come on now. Much power. Little prayer, little power. No prayer, you out of there. And some right now, out of there. You don't pray. You don't never talk to God. And you wonder why you depressed. Come on now. And here lies. Ooh, and you're not gonna like this one. And here is why a lot of relationships don't work. You ready for this? Because we want from people what only God can give us. Oh, no, you. Come on now. I ain't trying to preach to you, but I guess I am in a way. I am, low-key. Slight preaching. You want something from a man that only God can give you, sis. You want something from a woman only God can give you, sir. Let me go ahead and talk. Let me go ahead and be big bro for real. Let me stop playing with y'all. This 2025, I'm tired of playing with y'all. I've been doing this 5 years now. Let me go ahead and tighten y'all up. You want some person to be God for you. You want some job to be God for you. You want some possession. You think if you get this car and if you get this just jewelry, nothing wrong with that, by the way, or a house, nothing wrong with that, by the way, or even having a person. All of that is fine in its proper perspective. But this one right here, prayer, you are acknowledging the source. I know who I came from. I am on this earth because the Most High put me here. And if this ain't what it is, I'm wasting my time talking to y'all. I shouldn't even be doing these videos if I don't believe this. I know what I'm about right now. This is my lane. This is my lane right here. I talk to God every day. You hear me? Ain't no way I would talk to y'all without talking to God. That part. Every day. You say, how long? Hours. I'm not bragging. I'm teaching. I'm leading by example. I pray for hours, gang. This ain't no game to me. This is my life. I can talk about this one. That's how I've been able to go through stuff in life. Trials, adversity, stay strong, carry my family through this pandemic. I've been to have my family on my back like a monkey. Walking through all type of stuff. Staying 10 toes down. You understand me? Prayer gives you a strength on the inside. You just do it. Gives you Nike. Gives you a strength on the inside. To what it's almost like nothing can stop you. You become unstoppable. You become this wall that can't nothing. You can't push iron. You can't push me. I ain't going nowhere. That's what prayer does. So I want you all to pray until you get the strength on the inside that makes you just keep going forward no matter what you face. So prayer is a door you better go through in 2025. Number 5. You know what's coming, right? Come on now. Number 5. Come on. Don't leave me. Come on. Number 5. I didn't talk about prayer. We talked about being chased. We talked about fasting. Guess what? You know this one coming, right? Number 5. You ready for this one? Hard work. Because you can do all the praying in the world. If you sit, like my grandfather told me, look, I'm going to do this as an example. What am I doing right now? I'm sitting on my hands. It's just awkward. But I'm trying to teach you something. My grandfather said this to me when I was a teenage boy. Grandson, you're not going nowhere in life sitting on your hands. I'm going to tell you this. Grandfather, he was country too, boy. A country guy, 6'6", 300 plus pounds. I learned a lot from my grandfather. Big, solid. That's part of that where I get that solidness from. That's from granddaddy. Just a solid dude. Always worked. 32 years at the same job. Just granddad was, I'm going to be honest, granddad was a G. He stood on business. I'm going to stand on this. And he put that in me. So we're not just over here just praying and talking God and then we do nothing. No, We do all of what I've said so far. We do all of that to go to work. To get things done. Come on. To go pick those weights up in that gym. Let me talk to you. To go in the studio. Come on, artists. With that mic and turn up. To go to that job. To go to your phone for your content creators. We do all of that stuff I said already to get to this one. We just grind. Because at the end of the day, there's some things that God ain't going to do for you. You have to work. And all this stuff on social media about you not working no job, that is fantasy. Ain't no wrong working no job. Ain't no wrong working 2 of them if you have to. Come on now, y'all know my story. I was working downtown Chicago from 2 to 10. I was doing Uber from like 8 to noon. Catch up. Cheap key voice. Catch up. Come on now. Don't talk to me about no hard work like that's something new to me or something. Come on, I've been grinding, bro. My boy. Sis, I ain't on here just talking on this mic. I had to work to even have the right to even do this. This house I'm in, I had to work for years about this house. So I'm not here telling y'all to live in some fantasy world. You just pray and God does everything. No, he will not. God ain't getting that car for me and work every day. Come on now. I had to get my butt up and put some clothes on, go to the office and work for 8 hours. And then leave there and go Uber for another 4 or 5 hours. Grinding. We talking about all day. Putting in 10 hours for years, my boy. Sis. So I'm not the guy to tell you just believe in God. You just in God to do everything. No, I ain't never taught that. If you listen to that, you listen to the wrong content. You missed something with my content. You got to be grind on your grind. I almost quoted Bo Deal real quick. I grind. I don't need no handout. I'm a leader. Put me anywhere I stand out. Come on, stop playing on me. Bo Deal, I ain't running, boy. That's what that means. Shout out to Bo Deal from West Side Chicago. You know what time it is? All that. Yeah. So we have to work hard if we want to be successful. Number 6, you got to praise the Most High. When you praise the Most High, you are acknowledging that he is the source. And you know that who I am. I am his creation. That's who I am. Right? That's what you are acknowledging. He made me. And so when I praise him, that puts me in my proper place. When I praise him, that keeps me strong because I realize I have a divine being who is watching over me. I'm not by myself in this earth. You see, that's how Joseph became a prime minister. That's how he clouded up. He went through that door called praise. Did you know, by the way, for those who want to less about the spirit realm, there are angels in the spirit realm, a lot of them, by the way, but there is a classification of angels that are referred to as the seraphim. Seraphim, this is the nerd in me. I know a lot of stuff. I try to hold back, but I'm going to just drop this real quick. I can teach lessons on this. Seraphim, it means burning ones. They have a burning devotion for the Most High, and they literally praise the Most High all day. That is their job. That means they're not out here on missions. They're not rescuing people, because some angels rescue people. They're not communicating like Gabriel. They're not doing spiritual warfare like Michael, the archangel. These angels literally praise the Most High all day. Think about, let that one sink in. Let that sink in. So if these divine beings are praising God all day, who are you and who am I to not praise God at some point in the day? Who do we think we are? So praise, it keeps us in our proper place as created beings, not the creator. And that's going to keep you strong through every phase of life. That's a door you got to go through. Number 7, in closing, submission. Ooh, I don't like that one. To the right authority. I ain't saying just anybody. Listen to me. Look at big bro. Come on now. Huh? You cannot lead if you can't follow. Ain't that to teach the military for all your military personnel? Huh? They teach that military, right? Am I right? Good followers become good leaders. And the problem we have today is that everybody wants to lead. No one wants to follow. Here's what I know. And this is not, no, I don't cap. Maybe you do. I don't cap. No cap in my rap. You dig. Every job I had over the last, well, not the last 5 years, I've been self-employed last 5, but prior to that, for like 14 years, I was promoted at every last job. When I was at college, they made me the resident assistant. They promoted me, gave me a position as a teacher. I worked for a non-for-profit. After a few months there, maybe 6 months to a year, supervisor, and eventually became director, manager. When I was a little younger, working at UPS, they wanted me to be supervisor, but I left, only stayed there for 6 months. When I was in the streets, come on, take all the way back to the streets, in Chicago. When I was out west, slinging those packs, you hear me? They let me run the spot. Why is that? When I was in the county jail, getting real personal now, I was second command over the guys. Why is that? Something I have always understood from my days of game banging to now is that somebody runs the show. And I always respected that. And because I respected that, I always got honored and I always got promoted. You can go check my resume, check my history. Pimp, everywhere I went, I got promoted from the streets to college to the workforce. Because I always understood and respected that concept. Somebody got to be the boss. And when I found out who it is, this is how it's going down. If I can respect that, this is how it's going down. I'm going to enforce that. And people always promoted me because of that. See, some of you will never be promoted because you don't know how to follow. You can't be a boss without being a follower first, gang. That's real talk. And the problem we have in 2025, everybody want to be a boss. Nothing wrong with following first. That's not condescending. Ain't nothing wrong with learning from the right people, having the right mentor. That's how you're going to grow. If you want to stunt yourself, know everything, gang, sis. Yeah. You want to stunt yourself, know everything. See how far you're finna go in life. You want to go far in life, you better listen, ask questions, respect people who earn respect, and that's going to make your life 10 times better. This is what I know. From the block all the way to now 2025, I've always understood that concept. So submission to the right authority is how Joseph became governor. Joseph wasn't bumping heads with the Pharaoh. Joseph wasn't bumping heads with Potiphar when he was in Potiphar's house. He was even bumping heads with his brothers. Joseph honored everybody. And because he did that, he got a lot of honor. If you want respect, you got to give respect. If you don't give respect, you won't get respect. That's just the way that works. So, that's all I got for you today. That's plenty. The chosen must go through those 7 doors. And these 7 doors will bless you and make you a prosperous man or woman. That's all I got for you today. This is your big bro, King Jabez. Thanks for listening. God bless. Peace.